Hello to all the friends of Gonher. I'm Doug Wimbish, and I hope you're having a great experience at the Gonher Expo 2021. I am here today in lovely Playa Mujeres. And today I'd like to talk to you about my Spector experience. My career started over 50 years ago. In 1974, I hooked up with Sylvia Robinson and started recording with my band Wood, Brass, and Steel. 1979, Sugar Hill Records started, same label, and I started recording with the Sugar Hill Gang, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, the Sequence, Funky 4+1, and many other artists on Sugar Hill label. In 1983, I started working at Philadelphia International Records. The artists that I recorded with were the OJs, Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, Lou Rawls, and many other artists there. In 1984, I started working at Tommy Boy Records, and I was working with the Force MDs, Africa Bambaataa, and James Brown, and a few other artists that were on the label. Also in 1984, I went to Tom Silverman's New Music Seminar, and there I met Adrian Sherwood. Adrian invited Keith LeBlanc, Skip McDonald, and myself to come to England to record with him on his On You Sound label. There we created Fats Comet, Tackhead. We met Mark Stewart. We started recording with many artists over there on Mute Records and onwards and forwards. Back in New York City, I met producer Arthur Baker, and he invited me to record with Jeff Beck, Carly Simon, and other artists that he was producing. After recording with Jeff Beck, he invited me to perform live with him, Jan Hammer, and Simon Phillips live in Japan for a tour in 1985. After Jeff's tour, I asked Jeff what was he going to be doing next. He said, hey, I'm doing Mick Jagger's second solo record. Matter of fact, they're going to be auditioning bass players. I'd like to throw your name into the hat. I said, fine. Got the call, did the audition, got the gig. While we were at SIR Studios preparing to record for Mick Jagger's Primitive Cool record, Tech Pierre de Beaupart introduced me to the Spector brand. I ended up getting a loaner bass from Spector to use for the recordings. Everybody loved the sound. That's what did it for me. The record is done. Jeff Beck is sold on the Spector bass. Mick is sold on the Spector bass. I'm sold on the Spector bass. I want to meet Stuart Spector. A limo picks me up in New York City, takes me down to Neptune, New Jersey, and I meet the man, the myth, and the legend himself, Stuart Spector. We hit it right off, and then he agrees to make a bass for me. And here is the work of art. The 1987 NS2 Doug Wimbish Signature Series bass. Stuart shaved the neck down for my specs. He also thinned the body out as well. This is a one-of-a-kind bass made for me. Thank you, Stuart. This is truly a work of art. After that, Stuart made a 5-string bass for me. Voila! The 9th 5th-string bass he ever made. Now, I'm complete. So now, let's talk about what makes these Spector basses legendary. It's the sound. It's the frequencies, it's the shape of the note, how it responds in the studio, how it responds live on stage, whether you're playing in a club, big stadiums, it always punches through. Fantastic for all different styles. These two basses have traveled the world, been on stages, and in recording studios with artists such as Mick Jagger, the Rolling Stones, Ronnie Wood, Jeff Beck, Carly Simon, Madonna, Little Steven, Artists United Against Apartheid, Will Downing, Depeche Mode, Seal, James Brown, my band Tackhead, Joe Satriani, Annie Lennox, my band Living Color, Billy Idol, Naomi Campbell, Al Green, Master P, Busta Rhymes, Puff Daddy, Adrian Sherwood, Michael Hutchence, Herb Alpert, Talib Kweli, Kanye West, Mos Def, Mark Stewart, Taria, Jungle Funk, Head Fake, Lou Rawls, Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, the OJs, Roots Maneuver, Schiller, KMFDM, Lee Scratch Perry, and Halsey. Many other artists. Go to DougWimbish.com and you can get a thorough list of all the different people that I've worked with and all the folks that these lovely basses are on. As ambassador for Spector, I am honored to work with the energized team at Spector Korg USA. Together we are continuing the legacy and dream of the Spector brand while moving forward into the future. I've been with the Spector brand for 35 years and am passionate about these basses. It is a thrill for me to be working with the innovative team at Spector Korg USA who share my passion and dedication for the Spector bass. Dealers and guests at Gonher Expo 2021 have a great convention. Peace.